Life is fleeting. We often get caught up in the hustle of daily routines, striving for success, accumulating wealth, and chasing after other worldly goals. Yet there's an essential truth that we must always remember. Death is inevitable. The afterlife is the ultimate destination for every soul. Reflecting on the temporary nature of this life is a powerful tool to manage stress, to stay grounded, and align our actions with our purpose. Dr. Malik Badri, rahimahullah ta'ala, emphasizes that the fear of death is often linked to attachment to worldly desires. This attachment creates anxiety and stress as we become overly focused on the temporary aspects of life. Dr. Malik explains that true peace comes when we accept death as a part of life, understanding that it is a natural transition that leads to the afterlife, where the soul will be either rewarded or face consequences based on the deeds performed during this life. Rather than fearing death, we should seek to balance our fear of death with hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy. Dr. Malik Badri writes, "The fear of death is natural, but when balanced with the hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy, it leads to peace rather than despair." He emphasizes that Islam encourages believers to reflect on death not as an end, but as a new beginning. It is through this reflection that we can come to understand that life's purpose is to prepare for the afterlife, and that our actions here will determine our eternal fate. Reflecting on the temporary nature of life allows us to be more mindful of our choices and helps alleviate the burdens of stress. When we understand that this world is a test, we begin to prioritize what truly matters: our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our good deeds, and our striving for His mercy. In Surah Al Imran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us, "Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut." Every soul will taste death. Tafakkur on the certainty of death and the importance of preparing for the afterlife is a reminder that our life, our time in this world, is limited. And what matters most is how we live in preparation for what comes after. The psychological benefits of reflecting on death are many, when done in a balanced way. When we understand that death is a part of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's divine plan, we are better able to navigate life's challenges with patience and resilience. This acceptance leads to mental peace as we release our attachment to material success and focus on spiritual growth and alignment with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will. Reflection on death also offers us gratitude and humility. We realize that each day is a gift. When we reflect on how fleeting life is, we are less likely to be consumed by stress and worry. Let us balance our fear of death with hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy, understanding that He is the most merciful and forgiving, and that our time here is precious, but not permanent. So how do we act upon this? Number one, reflect on the temporary nature of life. Take some time each day to reflect on the transit nature of this world. Remember that life is a journey leading to the afterlife, and let this perspective help guide your actions and choices. Number two, we want to balance fear and hope. Reflect on the balance between fearing death and having hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy. Embrace the understanding that while death is inevitable, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy is boundless, and it is through His mercy that we find peace. Number three, live with intention. Each day, strive to live with purpose, making choices that align with your deen and preparing for the afterlife. Focus on good deeds, sincerity, and the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in every moment. May we approach this reality with balance and serenity, trusting in Allah's mercy and preparing ourselves for the eternal life that awaits us. May our moments of contemplation bring us clarity and peace to our hearts and guide us to live with purpose and faith. Join us for our next episode as we continue to explore the transformative power of contemplation. Don't forget to subscribe to Maristan's YouTube page for more updates. And if you're able, support the mission with a donation. Jazakumullahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Maristan is a non-profit organization dedicated to reviving the Islamic legacy of research and education through culturally and spiritually congruent mental health care, psychoeducation, and professional training. We integrate faith, psychology, and evidence-based care to address the unique needs of Muslim communities. Since 2021, Maristan has provided over 3,800 therapy sessions, reached thousands through psychoeducation, and trained nearly 600 Muslim community leaders in suicide prevention, intervention, and postvention. Through our partnership with Stanford's Muslim Mental Health and Islamic Psychology Lab, we are pioneering faith-centered mental health training, equipping imams and community leaders with the knowledge and tools to support those in crisis. Your support sustains these vital programs, expands our services, and allows us to reach more Muslims with the information and care they need. Give today at maristan.org